Hi there, Pippins fans. Welcome back to the Orchard Yakima County Stadium. So glad you're with us. I'm Harmon Johnson. Today we're going to paint a pretty little picture called baseball in front of your very eyes on Bob Ross Paint Night here at Yakima County Stadium. The players are about to be a happy little bunch after they joined in last night and got a win over the Ridgefield Raptors 10-4. We had no happy accidents in the field, and the Pipps also got 12 hits to go along with their 10 runs scored. Surely to be a happy little adventure today. We're going to have bright sunshine and a picturesque day here at Yakima County Stadium. Some pictures are going to be painted, and I hope you'll pull up your scorecard and keep track along with me as we get through Game 2 of this 3-game series with the Ridgefield Raptors. We'll talk with Pippins head coach Kyle Crustangel, and then we'll get you starting lineups. Until then, my friends, God bless. Down on the field for batting practice with Pippins head coach Kyle Crustangel. Coach, a 10-4 win last night. That's back-to-back wins for the first time since Father's Day weekend in the league season. How are you guys feeling after that?
Yeah, obviously feeling pretty solid. I like that we pieced together a good game on all phases. Thought defense was good. Made some good plays in the field. I really liked how Anthony threw the rock. Obviously he had a great outing, mixing it up, keeping the ball down, gave us a shot to win. Bullpen was good. And the offense had 12 hits. So, I mean, you play all three phases together, and this team can be dangerous. It's just the recipe of, like I said yesterday on air, is we're playing ourselves. And when we take care of our own business and our stuff, I think we're as good as anybody. And if we don't, then you can lose anybody in this league. So look for us to continue on with stacking days and good series together, and hopefully we go out and get another series today.
Another guy that we were kind of looking to break out of a little bit of a slump, Malachi Emery Henderson, that home run last night. What was your reaction to that? And I know he felt really good talking to me after the game. How was he talking to you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was excited. It's a big part of his game. I felt like he was right when his first at bat he smacked a base hit in the gap, and he's been seeing it well. Even his flyouts lately are barreled. It just seems a lot more comfortable in the box. Got a couple walks as well. So, a guy that can really change an offense and change a team. So hopefully it's a good building block for him back in the lineup tonight. Hopefully he can keep building, but I'm sure it'd be a nice guy to get hot here down the stretch.
Pitching staff last night, 2 walks total. You had 3 arms going. How does that translate into today with a rested bullpen after the off day and the free passes that have plagued us for the last week or so?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the last 4 games, and our 3 wins have all been successes in the walk column. So it definitely helps when you have guys that are fresh and you have starters that log quality starts. But I just look for us to keep building on that as well. Being able to get hit early, give up 12 hits, have damage control and space it out. But, Ridgefield definitely ambushes early, which I think kind of helps limit walks just because balls are going to get put in play. Anthony's pitch count was down. A lot of fly balls, easy ground balls fielded. So if they ambush early and they're not a bunch of hits stacked together, should be another recipe for hopefully a low walk type of game.
Your pip to click last night was a pretty good one. Double up here for me.
Yeah, I was going to say for the first time in my career, I'm doubling up with Alexander Mendoza Jr. I think he can impact the game in a lot of ways, speed, glove, and bat. And, I'm going to go with him again as my pip to click. I don't think I've ever had back-to-back days of the same guy, but it was my first time this year. I might have been had a success and a win in the win column. So see if he can give me another one tonight. But enjoyed seeing him play. Definitely contagious. I know he was felt in the locker room, clubhouse, on the field very quickly. Seems to fit in well with this type of squad. So hopefully he has another big night for us.
Well, we'll certainly find out. Coach, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
We've got starting lineups coming up next here on Pippins Pregame. And now it's time for the starting lineup for your Yakima Valley Pippins, as announced by Pippins head coach Kyle Crustangel. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 22, Alexander Mendoza Jr. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 3, Tyson Miller. Batting third, the first baseman, number 17, Nick Velasquez. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 25, Parker Burt. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 15, Luis Garcia. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 7, Jay O'Neill. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 26, Daichi Furuhata. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 40, Malachi Emery Henderson. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 16, Derek Almeida. Again for the Pippins, Mendoza Jr., Miller, Velasquez, Burt, Garcia, O'Neill, Furuhata, Emery Henderson, and Almeida. Starting pitcher tonight will be Tristan Pulliam. We'll get you his numbers when we get back. That's your starting lineup for your Yakima Valley Pippins. First pitch is next. Thanks for watching Pippins Pregame.
2-2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory. Pippins over Sweets.
First pitch, a high drive out towards right. Back goes Chavez. He's looking up. Bye-bye baseball. Grand slam. Dylan Anderson. Bring him home and touch him all. He's been here all summer, and it finally pays off.
That was all we needed. 2-1, the final score, and we get ready for fireworks as a happy bunch. Welcome to the Orchard, everybody. This WCL Division Series against the Ridgefield Raptors continues with Game 2 of this 3-game set. Happy Bob Ross Paint Night here at Yakima County Stadium. I'm your host, Harmon Johnson. And throughout the next 3 hours or so, we're going to paint a pretty picture known as baseball, America's pastime, and the Pippins wearing their picturesque baby blue uniforms. Paint you the weather here. It is warm again, but the Pips trying to ride the waves. The baby blue has been a winning combination the last couple of days. They wore the baby blue caps on Sunday, and yesterday they wore the baby blue tops on Sunday, getting the win over the Bend Elks. And so Yakima Valley looking to get back to 500 tonight. 15-16 they enter this game. Yakima Valley also 3-1 in the second half of play. Ridgefield, their opponent, 0-4 as they have struggled to begin the back 27 of this 54-game sprint. Pippins taking the field prior to the national anthem. We're going to pause to respect our country. We'll be back here on Bob Ross Paint Night with Game 2 between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Yakima Valley Pippins.
By Mara Walden. After growing up in the Lower Valley and attending college in the Midwest, Mara moved home to begin her teaching career. She now teaches English at Davis High School Go Pirates and lives in Yakima with her husband and 2 boys, and she's here tonight to sing our nation's anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
National anthem come and gone. It's time to play ball here at Yakima County Stadium. The Ridgefield Raptors in town for Game 2 of a 3-game set. On the hill for the Pippins today will be Tristan Pulliam, making his second start of the summer, his first in West Coast League play. Against the Northwest Star Nighthawks last week, Pulliam went 3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Those are his stats with Yakima Valley College. You can see used in a couple of different situations, usually a 1-inning guy. The walk to strikeout ratio, 12-10, whip at 174, ERA at 639, but the way Tristan pitched last week against the Nighthawks, looking for him to go out and have a similar start. He had 6 strikeouts, he had 3 walks, he only allowed 1 run. And so if the Pippins offense can do what they did last night, then Pulliam is going to be just fine up here in his first league start. Another story from last night, A.J. Mendoza, Alexander Mendoza Jr., welcoming himself to the Orchard for the first time. He went 3 for 5. He had 3 singles. He drove in a run. He scored a run. And so look for AJ to stay hot out of the leadoff spot when we get to the bottom half of the first inning. Ridgefield sending up a similar lineup to yesterday. They'll lead it off with Carson Luna, then Michael Perazzo, and then JT Summers. That is the exact same top three. In fact, the top six are all the same, as Zach Wattis, Cade Ladahoff, and Isaiah Hearn will be in the middle third of the Ridgefield order. Some new additions at the bottom include Reagan McCluskey, Jaden Nakamura, and Ben Strutt here in Game 2 of this three-game series. On a hot, sunny summer day here in Yakima, Washington, it was around 95 earlier today. We've cooled off just a little bit. Temperature sitting at around 85. The wind is blowing, and that red flag condition continues to persist here in the Yakima Valley. In fact, I believe there are a couple active fires farther to the north of us between Ellensburg and here. And so hopefully everybody out fighting those fires will be safe, and hopefully nothing affects the atmosphere here tonight. I know some folks up in Sela were without power, and so we do not want that. Pulliam ready to go, so's Carson Luna. Everybody set for Game 2 of this three-game set. First offering is a strike, and we are underway just a touch early at 6:34 p.m. here in the Palm Springs of Washington. Weather conditions here at Yakima County Stadium, 88 degrees, clear skies. As the 0-1 is fouled back to make it 0-2. The wind's blowing anywhere from 15 to 18 miles an hour. And so we'll see how the ball flies today. Usually when the wind blows here, it blows out to right. Pulliam looking for an early strikeout. Could not get Carson Luna to chase. Luna from Michigan, playing in his 12th game with the Raptors, batting .289. The Wolverine out here now, donning the Raptors uniform. 1-2, just a bit high and tight. So Big Ten country represented in the leadoff spot for Ridgefield. Luna was not a part of the team when Yakima Valley visited Ridgefield. 2-2, still trying to get Luna nibbling, but instead the count will run full. Something Eric Anthony did well last night was get ahead early in counts and force early swings. After being ahead 0-2, here comes a payoff pitch from Tristan Pulliam. Blew it by him at the top shelf. Good start to the game for TP. 6 pitches in, 1 away via the K. Defense behind Pulliam today is a little bit different. You've got Malachi Emery Henderson out in left field. You've got Luis Garcia in center field. Jay O'Neill back in the lineup today. He is patrolling right. Derek Almeida at third. AJ Mendoza at short. Furahada is at second. And Nick Velasquez is over at first. Parker Burt doing the catching. Perazzo takes a first pitch strike. This is Michael Perazzo, the shortstop today. Yesterday, Perazzo was at second base. In the portal from Sacramento State. Oh, 0-1, served foul, and again TP gets ahead in a count, 0-2. Got ahead against Luna, then worked the count full. I'm sure Pulliam anticipating the shade from those banners in the next half inning he works. It is still pretty warm down on the field. 0-2, another poke foul. Perazzo for the Raptors, batting .333. 25 hits on the season for him in 23 games. 1 double, though. That's his only extra base hit. 0-2. So somewhat odd that your 2-hole hitter is primarily just a get-on guy. 25 hits, 24 of them singles. He's also walked 19 times. That's got to be one of the lowest ratios of hits to extra base hits. 1-2 served into shallow center field. Garcia was playing in. He will make the catch. 2 away here in the first. Umpiring crew today, Henry DeJesus is calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. His partner in the field is Kyle Sisk. Third time that the Pippins have had this crew. Second time here at Yakima County Stadium. JT Summers, the designated hitter. First pitch from Pulliam, bent back in there for strike 1. Summers from Oregon, batting .339. This is his 30th game, and I believe I just overheard from the other booth that it is JT Summers' birthday today. 0-1 served out of play. Jack Connolly, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Ridgefield Raptors, making the trip up here. Fun note about Connolly, he is a Nebraska guy, just like me. Different ends of the state, but spent some time in Nebraska. Pulliam's been ahead to all 3 hitters. The 0-2 missed down and away. Looking for a fairly efficient start to this game if you're Tristan Pulliam. It'll be hard to replicate what the last 2 starters for Yakima Valley did. Luke McGuire went 8 innings, giving up only 3 runs and 3 strikeouts on 95 pitches on Sunday. And then Eric Anthony on 75 pitches went 6 innings last night, giving up 1 run. 1-2, a line drive. Daichi misplays it, and it gets into right field. That was a stinger off the bat. Initially ruled a hit here. 102 off the wood of JT Summers. Raptors have their first base runner. I think Daichi caught in between, as there it goes right past his leather. It is a hit. Hard hit contact, not going to go against Furuhata. As the first pitch is a strike to Zach Wattis. Pulliam's thrown strike 1 to all 4 hitters. That's a good way to start. No better pitch than pitch number 1 to throw strike 1. And consistently, he's followed it up with strike 2. Looking for strikeout number 2. Pulliam brings it home to the LMU Lion. Parker has it bounce away from him. That will likely be a passed ball as Parker had it in his glove. Moving up to second, JT Summers. It is ruled a wild pitch. 1-2 pitch skied over on the left side of the infield. Almeida into foul territory. He will drop it in foul territory. That's one that Derek's going to want back. Should have been out number 3. Doesn't go down as an error, but certainly a free out that Wattis was gifting Yakima Valley. The wind did bring this back a little bit closer to fair territory, but watch how Almeida tries to catch this. He goes down more into a basket style. 1-2, misses high and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. If he had potentially kept the glove above his head like an outfielder, might have had a little more success, but either way, the swirling wind knocked that away from Almeida. The count is 2-2. The pitch is a breaking ball down and away, and the count runs full here to Zach Wattis. Native of Chandler, Arizona. Wattis batting .343 rather, excuse me. This is game number 30 for him. Pulliam looking in. Here's the payoff pitch. High and away, ball 4. So a couple of times Yakima Valley could have been out of the inning, but instead Ridgefield draws their second base runner. That brings up Cade Ladahoff, another Michigan Wolverine. Ladahoff from Bradenton, Florida. He's gone cross country in the span of the last few months. TP in a little bit of trouble here. First pitch, smothered by Parker Burt. 1 ball and no strikes. And now Parker going to go out and have a chat with TP. Home plate umpire Henry DeJesus going with. This is something to do with the pitch signs, something to do with the delivery. Again, Parker learning these guys as they come in. Same thing with our other catchers on the roster. Yakima Valley not using the electronic pitch device that some places use. Just a little bit crossed up on that last pitch, the 1-0. There's a bender for strike one. Ladahoff batting .264 for the Raptors. 19 hits for him. Runners at first and second here. That pitch just missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. So what started out as could have been a potentially 16-pitch inning has now turned into pitch number 25. This is number 26 upcoming. 2-1, sent back to the screen, 2-2. So again, it's another 2-strike count to a Ridgefield Raptor. Only 1 strikeout to show for it right now for Tristan Pulliam. Just underway here at Yakima County Stadium. We're 10 minutes into the ball game. Pippins have not hit yet. 2-2. Dotted on the bottom. Strike 3. Bookend strikeouts for Tristan Pulliam. The Raptors strand 2 in the process. And we go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Yakima County Stadium. Pipps bats coming up for the first time.
All righty, tonight in the red ball on the third base corner, we've got Andre. And over here in the blue ball down the first base corner, we've got Ezra. Scott T's in the middle hanging out there. Let's hope he's not going to be causing any ruckus. Gonna let our friend get his ball on. I think we're ready to go. Andre, are you ready down there?
Andre, are you ready?
Ezra, are you ready over here? Alrighty, first to get from your foul line to the opposite foul line before the other person wins. On your marks, get set, go! They are off. Here they come around the first turn. What do you think, Scotty? Oh! There's a collision. Who's gonna get up first? Oh! Ezra gets back up on his feet and then is knocked down. Andre's having trouble. He's back up. There goes Ezra. Scotty. Scotty's gonna make it hard for him. And I believe Ezra is gonna be our winner tonight. Give it up, folks.
More shenanigans during the Zorb Ball race here at Yakima County Stadium. Again, it's the third base line that wins. Starting pitcher tonight for the Ridgefield Raptors is Joseph Yasso from Southgate, California. Here are his stats with the Raptors. An .831 ERA. He's 0-1 with a .196 whip. That means he's giving up either a walk or a hit or some combination of those two ways to get aboard twice in every inning he pitches. 4 games played, 3 starts, 8 2/3 inning, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. So he's getting hit around a bunch. He's got 16 hits and only 1 walk. He's given up 10 runs on the season, 8 of them earned, including 4 against Yakima Valley in his first start of the season down in Ridgefield. Mendoza takes the first pitch on the arm. He's aboard, leadoff base runner for Yakima Valley. I was just about to say that on the first pitch of the game last night, Mendoza got a hit. This time he got hit. Where did this get Mendoza? Right on the underarm. Did his best to get out of the way, but AJ gonna kind of stretch out that armpit area. There's not much you can do to feel good about that. No good way to stretch that part of the body out either. Okay, one pitch in. Pippins have a man on. Here's Tyson Miller, the designated hitter. Also misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyson from Cal State Bakersfield, batting .313. Got a day off yesterday. This is another member of the Pippins hitting staff that can find a way on just about any way possible. 2 balls and no strikes. Yasso's missed with all 3 pitches so far. Mendoza over at first. We'll see if he's running at all after the hit by pitch. Got him in the upper half, so shouldn't affect his running ability. Check to first. Back in time. Decent move for Yasso. Miller way ahead in the count. Runner takes off. Pitch is in tight. That got a big piece of Henry DeJesus. McCluskey missed the ball, and it went all the way back to hit our home plate umpire. Everybody in home plate is starting to drop like flies right now. This was 90 that got Henry DeJesus pretty square in the chest protector. Stolen base for A.J. Mendoza. The count's 3-0. Tyson likely taking all the way. There's a strike. Made him throw one. Now Tyson can be selective. Up near the team lead in on-base percentage with a .505 clip for Tyson Miller. He's drawn 31 walks on the season to go along with 25 hits. 3-1, miss low. Pippins have 2 aboard to start the contest. Big opportunity for Nick Velasquez to get this game started off on the right foot. Nick, one of the all-stars for Yakima Valley, will represent them and the South up in Victoria in a week from today. 6 home runs, 2 of them in non-league contests. 36 hits for Velasquez. He's also got 28 RBI. First pitch bounces away from McCluskey, and Yakima Valley has 2 in scoring position. Hasso's been anything but consistent. He's been wild to start this game off. 7 pitches, only 1 strike. He's already hit a batter. He's walked a batter. Does not know where his 90-mile-an-hour fastball is going at the moment, it appears. 1-0, Nick takes ball 2. He got up to 92 already tonight with his fastball. Change up at around 82, breaking ball as well. Pippins trying to take advantage of the wildness. 2-0, ripped into right field. This is through for a knock. Mendoza scores easily. Tyson gets the wave. The bobble by Wattis. The throw goes into second. The Pippins lead it 2-0. Nick Velasquez now with 30 RBI on the summer, proving why he's an all-star.
It's time for our catcher, number 25, Parker Burke.
This ball was hit 96 mile an hour off the bat of Velasquez. Found that perfect four-hole. And it was just a slight bobble by Wattis that allowed Tyson to get the wave from third. 2 RBI single for Nick Velasquez as a brief meeting breaks up on the pitcher's mound. That's a good start for Yakima Valley tonight. Parker Burt now hitting with a man aboard and nobody out. Nick takes off on first move. Fastball high and away. The throw is high into center field. Velasquez going to take advantage and move up to third. Raptors throwing the ball around right now. Stolen base to get to second. Likely an error to get Velasquez onto third. So now Parker Burt just needs to put a ball in play somewhere to bring home the Pippins' third run. 1-0 out of play foul. Parker saw one to hit. Can't say that many Pippins hitters have had that so far. First baseman Ladahoff playing almost in the four-hole on the grass. Parker takes that one down and in. It's an interesting shift on the infield, in my opinion. Third baseman Luna is helping hold on Velasquez at third. And then the shortstop Perazo is deep in the six-hole. 2-1 on the ground, stabbed by Yasso. He's going to go to first. That will keep Velasquez at third, one away here in the first inning. Time for Luis Garcia to step up with one out. Garcia from Western Oklahoma State on the season batting .283 for the Pippins. Bat Boy did not go collect Parker Burt's stick. That's the delay. Now we're ready to go. Garcia takes a first pitch strike, the change up there by Yasso. And we'll see if getting that first out helps him settle into this game. Seen it a couple times where you get it out, everything seems to slow down a little bit. Another nasty changeup. No balls and 2 strikes. Pippins trying to get home Nick Velasquez. 0-2, that missed outside. You'd love to score Nick because he got there with nobody out. You've got one more opportunity here to get him home with a sacrifice fly. How about a ground ball over towards short? Mendoza, no. Perazo is late. Crossing the plate, Nick Velasquez. It's 3-0 Yakima Valley. This ball just too deep in the hole for Perazo. Slowly hit by Garcia. By the time the ball got out of the glove, it was too late. Infield single for Luis Garcia. 3-0 Pipps on 2 hits here in the first inning. First pitch for Jay on the ground to Nakamura. He's going to turn, go to second base for one. Jay down the line. He is out. Double play turned by the Ridgefield defense, and that will end this first inning. Yakima Valley gets 3 runs on 2 hits. Coach Crustangel having a chat with Kyle Siska as we go to the inning break. But we'll go to the second. 3-0 Yakima Valley Pippins.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases, old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Tristan Pulliam given 3 runs of cushion here for the top of the second inning around the West Coast League tonight. Series are the same as they were yesterday, except for a couple of non-leagues. The Everett Merchants are in Bellingham tonight taking on the Bells. But you see the rest of the West Coast League. Of course, one game started before us up in Edmonton. They're on the Mountain Time Zone. It is a very, very good time to be a baseball fan in this part of the country. We've got, of course, the All-Star Game coming up in a week. All sorts of fun contests as the second half gets underway for everybody here in the league. And a fresh slate if you didn't have the first half that you wanted. Pulliam's going to want that pitch back as Isaiah Hearn will take his base. Maybe a little bit of the favor returned after Mendoza was plunked in the first. Both teams have had a man hit. Here's Reagan McCluskey. McCluskey from Dallas Baptist. He's a native of Nashville, Tennessee, though, so another man that's kind of been all over the country playing baseball this last 6-month stretch. First pitch strike from Pulliam. McCluskey in his 17th game with the Raptors, batting .218. He's got 17 strikeouts to go along with 12 hits. 7 o'clock here in Yakima. Glad you're with us. Just underway, top of the second inning. Pippins trying to get back to 500 tonight. They entered the game at 15-16 overall. They're over 500 in the second half, 3-1. Trying to get a game back to 500 at home. 1-1, a slow grounder foul. The odd stat for Yakima Valley this season, 8-7 on the road, 7-9 at their home ballpark. Usually you think that you get the home cooking, you get some fan support, but to this point, the Pippins have actually done better record-wise away from home. Pippins have series wins on the road against Springfield, against the Marion Berries, and against the Bend Elks. One-two here to McCluskey. A sharp fly ball out to right. The short porch might get this one. Yeah, it does. 2-run bomb for Reagan McCluskey. That's his third of the summer. And the Raptors pull within 1. .344 feet off of that high wall. Came off the bat at 95 miles an hour. Raptors feeling a little bit of life here in this series. Yesterday they were shut down pretty quickly. Pippins had quite a few 3 spots that countered the Ridgefield attack. Might be in for a little bit closer of a ball game tonight. Wave and a miss by Jaden Nakamura. He committed too late, couldn't stop his swing. So the Pippins still in front by 1, but now that first base dugout has some life. This is Jaden Nakamura, who's down in the count 0-2. Iowa Western Community College. Hails from Aloha, Oregon. 9 hits on the season for him, batting .220. .02 from Pulliam. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Something you notice as you go about doing these games is how 1 hit or 1 home run or 1 great play can wake up a dugout. I did not notice much in the Ridgefield dugout in terms of chatter yesterday. 1-2, laced right at Daichi, makes the catch. Just committed to Seattle U. He's showing why he's a D1 glove. 1 out here in the 2nd inning. Daichi saves a base hit. Nine-hole hitter Ben Strutt, the center fielder. Strutt on the season for the Raptors, batting .313. This is game number 20 for one of Chris Cota's own from College of the Canyons. Longtime Raptors head coach, also calls College of the Canyons home in the spring. Foul ball out of play. Strutt from Scottsdale, Arizona. See quite a few from Arizona when you play for Ridgefield. Nice breaking ball there from Pulliam, makes it 1-2. Tristan's been ahead in quite a few of the counts he's pitched in. 2-run home run, really the only blemish right now. Strutt watching that one. Really wanted to swing at the slider, but it's now 2-2. Pulliam laboring quite a bit here in his first 2 frames. The 2-2 pitch runs the count full. He's approaching pitch number 43. Now, Pulliam did only go 3 innings in that start against Northwest Star. And so I think everybody kind of understands that he's not going to go quite as far as McGuire and Anthony did, but you'd love to see him get through 4. Payoff pitch, bounces just a touch high and away. Bounces out of the glove, I should say there. And Strutt draws the walk to send the top of the order up, representing the go-ahead runs in this game. Carson Luna struck out back in the first inning. That dugout for Ridgefield is very vocal right now. Again, I didn't notice much chatter yesterday. All of it seems to be the usual baseball chatter, your cheers, your backs when somebody is getting picked off. 1 ball and 1 strike after that breaking ball drops in. As long as the chatter doesn't start targeting the other side, usually you can get away with just about anything down in your own dugout. The Pippins do have one man sitting out a suspension right now. Day 2 of 2 for Francisco Lopez after some words were said down in Bend. Another check. And back in plenty of time is Ben Strutt. Can't say that I've noticed the Pippins dugout being overly vocal, but when you're on defense, there's not as much really to say. 2 balls and a strike. Pulliam was pounding the strike zone back in the first inning. After that home run, he's been missing just a little bit. Breaking ball down. And it's been the non-competitive misses that I think is what's got Ridgefield a little bit more fired up. Pitches are close, then more than likely they're not going to be able to say much of anything, but when you have a ball in the dirt, a ball way high, it's easier to tell. That's a strike to keep the at-bat alive. Carson Luna wearing the Michigan batting helmet. Staring down the opposing pitcher, Pulliam. Check over to first. Back in time. Tristan paying quite a bit of attention to Ben Strutt. Payoff pitch. Flown out of play, foul. New baseball delivered. There's that Michigan Wolverines batting helmet. Can't quite see it from the back, but it's got the Michigan M on it. Payoff pitch, runner goes. The pitch is high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Tristan Pulliam. And with 1 out, the Raptors have another scoring threat. Michael Perazzo will dig in. Pulliam at 50 pitches. Perazzo flew out to center field. It was very shallow. Garcia playing a little bit deeper in center field this time around. Near miss there. Pulliam could not get the bottom of the zone, and now Ethan Salscheider going to go have a chat with his starting pitcher. Salsa making the walk out there gives us a chance to remind you of the Pippins All-Stars that will be playing up in Victoria a week from today. Parker Burt, Nick Velasquez, Daichi Furuhata, the 3 infielders, and Nathaniel Carano, a relief pitcher from Whitworth College, also getting the nod. High strikeout numbers for Nasty Nate. So again, congratulations to our All-Star selections, and we can't wait to watch you compete up in Victoria. Salsa headed off the field. If you're Yakima Valley, you're a ground ball away from getting out of this inning relatively unscathed. You'd love to get out of this inning with the lead. The 2-run home run cut this to a 1-run game. Perazzo squaring, but it's called a strike anyway after he pulls the bat back. Bunting type situation with only 1 out. You could try to get 2 in scoring position, but then there'd be 2 outs if the bunt is executed and the defense is able to do their job. 2 balls and a strike. Pulliam missing outside. Strutt is the lead runner over there at second after a walk. Luna drew a walk as well. 2-1 missing outside. The throw's going to go down to second, but it's off the mark. That was pulled more towards third base. With the count 3-1, though, Pulliam has seemingly lost the strike zone here. Perazo in a hitter-friendly count. He's going to poke it out of play foul. And he moves the count full. Nice catch. Caught that one on the fly. Might have to sign him to a one-day contract on Friday for the Pipps All-Stars game. Payoff. High fly ball over down the left field line in foul territory. Almeida sticks it in the glove. He dropped one in front of his dugout earlier, but he makes that catch and there's 2 away. Brings up JT Summers, the designated hitter, and a dangerous man to have up in a situation like this. Summers 35 RBI on the summer. 40 hits as well, 41 if you include the single he got in the first inning. First pitch swinging, he's going to rope this foul. Bounces up against the sidewall. Malachi gifts a souvenir down to lefties. Summers was well in front of that one. Still came off the bat at 101 miles an hour. Tristan getting closer to the 60 pitch mark. 1-1. Couldn't quite nibble the bottom of the strike zone there. You don't want to leave anything hanging for Summers, but you do want to see strikes from Pulliam. 1-1, sent out a play foul. And Tristan's a strike away from getting out of this inning, only giving up the 2 runs. That was the goal once you gave up the home run, preserve the lead. Raptors have done their best to try to take the lead, or at least tie. They've got Strutt at second, Luna at first. JT Summers in a 1-2 hole. The pitch from Pulliam, foul. The bullpen ends up with the baseball.
Here we go, Pippins, here we go. Here we go, Pippins, here we go. Here we go.
Still got a pitch or 2 to work with if you're Pulliam, but I don't think you want to see a 3-ball count here to Summers. Tristan comes plateward. A rope out towards Malachi. He's backing up. He squares. He catches. Malachi with a circus catch to preserve the lead. Yakima Valley leads it 3-2 going to the bottom of the second.
Justin, we have got our nightly Albert's Dry Hop Seltzer Dizzy Bat Race. I have got Ricky, Kayla, Rick, and Daniel. I'm going to be having these guys spin around 7 times and race down the Scott T4. I'll have 4-pack of Dry Hop Seltzer. Are you guys ready? Yeah. I think so, says Daniel. All right. On your marks, get set, start spinning. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Rick, you gotta hurry up. 4, 5, 6, 7, go. And I believe that was Rick. Scotty, who's got it? All righty. Give it up tonight, folks, for Rick, our winner.
Thank you to Albert's Dry Hop Seltzer, the non-alcoholic, full of golden, crisp, refreshing Albert's.
Yeah, let it dry. Take a break.
Playing second base tonight, number 26 now.
Bottom of the second inning here at Yakima County Stadium. Daichi Furuhata leads it off. We have not seen Daichi bat below the top 4 in the order for quite a while. But Furuhata going to move down into the 7 hole, and after how the first inning worked out, this is honestly where you want to see him. Give up 2 runs in the top of the second inning. It's a 1-run lead for Yakima Valley, and you've got a chance to get a high on-base guy aboard to start the inning. Hasso gets strike 1. He only pitched 18 times in that first inning, despite giving up the 3 runs. That low walk number stays true as Daichi pops this one up over on the right side behind the dish. McCluskey running out of room, and it lands harmlessly in an open row. Who's going to end up with it? I think they're going too high up. I think the ball's a little bit farther down. There it is. Furuhata falls behind 0-2, committing to Seattle University today. Congratulations to Daichi. Here's a high chop over to Luna at third. Long throw across. It is dropped. Daichi aboard. Leadoff man on for Yakima Valley in the second. We'll see who the error's on, likely on Ladahoff. This was a decent throw. Maybe just a touch low, but it is on Ladahoff, the first baseman. Malachi Emery Henderson. Let's see if he can carry the momentum from last night into tonight. First pitch strike to Malachi. Last night, if you missed it, Emery Henderson 2 for 3 with a 3-run home run in the third inning, an RBI single in the first inning, and a couple of walks. Check to first. Daichi back in plenty of time. And boy, if you would have seen him during batting practice today, you'd know that Malachi's starting to feel like his old self. He hit a ball over the wall to straightaway center field. One ball and 1 strike. And I mean, it was straight away. It was right over that Banner Bank sign. I was standing out in the outfield when it happened. I looked up and I said, who hit that? It was Malachi. Daichi takes off. Malachi puts it in play. This is a stab by Ladahoff. The race to the bag, won by the first baseman. Incredible athletic play by Ladahoff to keep that on the infield. Malachi does a job. Daichi is safe at second. This ball was another high chop similar to Daichi's. Acrobatic leap by Ladahoff to keep that on the infield. So it takes a stolen base away from Daichi, but he does move up into scoring position as the Pippins try to re-extend the lead. Here's Derek Almeida. First pitch, again, just missing low. Almeida on the season batting .309. He's got 25 hits and 1 home run. That home run coming down in Ridgefield. (1-0), grounded foul. Someone in the dugout made a catch. Who's that flexing? Oh, Levi. Levi Sotomayor. One ball and 1 strike. Decent crowd has filed in here on a warm Wednesday evening. You'd like to see Almeida here ahead in the count. I don't remember Hasso being quite as fast velocity-wise when we were down in Ridgefield, so he's found an extra step or 2 on the fastball. Only the 1 walk on the season so far, I guess 2 now with Tyson's today. That surprises me because of pitches like that. 89 down in the dirt. He's obviously gotten a little bit of help from opposing batters. Giving up his fair share of hits, though. Almeida looking to draw the walk, can be selective. Backed away, ball 4. Pippins draw their second walk of the night. We go back to the top of the order. And Alexander Mendoza Jr.
Number 22, Alexander Mendoza.
AJ hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Would come around to score after a stolen base, a wild pitch, and then the RBI single, of course, by Velasquez. Mendoza's been swinging early on in counts. Has 3 hits already. Joined the team yesterday out of Western Oklahoma State College. Mendoza making an immediate impact. He was Coach Krusty's pip to click today after being the man yesterday. If you watched the pregame show, you heard Coach Crustangel remark that I don't think he's ever doubled up with a pick for player of the game of any sort. Mendoza half swing. Did he go? No. Kyle Sisk says no swing. The pitch was low. So it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Mendoza. Chance to do damage here. Foul tip at the plate. 2-1. That baseball sneaks behind the legs of McCluskey. Mendoza now still ahead in the count. Yasso over the 30-pitch threshold. 2-1, that's a foul tip. Mendoza tried to stop the swing, just could not hold up. Probably would have been a strike either way. Daichi at second. You've got Almeida at first. Decent speed on the base pads. Ball 3. The count running full. We'll see what kind of action the Pippins have on this pitch. Less than 2 outs, you're probably not going to see the runners take off right away. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in motion at some point. First disengagement used by Hasso. Trying to get everything settled before this payoff pitch. Very deliberate out there on the hill. Now he delivers the payoff. Ball 4. 81 missed low, and the bases are loaded with only 1 out for Yakima Valley. Tyson Miller drew a walk back in the first inning. One of those here would be an RBI. For Tyson on the season, obviously not very many RBI. He's been hitting leadoff a ton. He's got 5 RBI on the season. First pitch misses. That was a near balk out there on the hill by Hasso. He's going out of kind of a modified windup. Two balls and no strikes. It's kind of an interesting modified windup. He starts with his glove square to home plate, his foot flush with the rubber, and then he really corks everything behind his head just a touch. Tyson way ahead 3-0. If you're Miller, you'd love to take a walk. Get your 6th RBI of the summer. Put your team back in front by 2. Tyson taking all the way. It's ball 4. Hasso walks in the 4th run of the game for the Pippins, and they lead it by 2.
Let's get some of that big Nick energy in the orchard. Number 17, Nick Velasquez.
Huge opportunity for Nick Velasquez.
It's looking so pretty, and it's starting to smell like tacos.
Velasquez had the 2 RBI single back in the 1st inning. He's got 6 home runs. He's 6th in the West Coast League in extra base hits. One of those here would possibly clear the bases. Half swing. Nick went around, could not resist that slow pitch downstairs. We're a run away from everybody getting free tacos. So Pipps fans antsy in more than one way of living. One ball and 1 strike. Nick could have possibly been ahead 2-0 had he not checked his swing. Nick, a slow chopper. This is foul. Thought for a moment that would get in front of the plate and it would have been disastrous, but it does stay foul. McCluskey did his best to try to keep it in fair territory. So now a 2-strike approach here for Nick Velasquez. Bags full of Pippins. The pitch, down and in. McCluskey ditching a lot of baseballs down to the Pippins dugout. Coming from Dallas Baptist, probably a little bit more used to having a few extra baseballs. Almeida, the lead man at 3rd. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. That's a tough way to be strikeout number 1 today for Josef Yasso. Velasquez extremely frustrated with that call by Henry DeJesus. We'll take a quick peek at where this one was. It was a good frame job by McCluskey. 2 away, and now it's up to Parker Burt to extend this lead. Parker swinging first pitch, drilling this out towards the gap. Wattis is not going to get there and put the jailbreak on. Almeida scores. Mendoza scores. Miller scores. Bases clearing double for the All-Star, Parker Burt. .97 off the bat for Parker out to the right center field gap. That is why Parker Burt is an all-star. Taco time here at Yakima County Stadium as well. 7 runs are on the board. We needed 5. Here's Luis Garcia. That ball was stung out into the gap. No chance for Wattis. Ball 1 to Luis Garcia, the 8th Pippin to hit here in the 2nd inning. All 3 runs, by the way, unearned. Here's a stinger into right field. This is down. A stop sign thrown up at third base for Parker Burt. Luis Garcia with his second hit of the night. And Jay O'Neill is the 9th Pippin to bat here in the second inning. Good job of Luis to just go inside out on this pitch. This might be the end of the line for Osso. He had a short start against Yakima Valley down in Ridgefield. Went 2 innings, giving up 4 runs, only 2 of them earned. He will depart after giving up 7 runs on the road on only 47 pitches. Pitching change here at the Orchard. We'll get you the new Raptors arm when we come back. Yakima Valley leads it 7-2.
College summer ball is a blast. Playing baseball and going all over the Pacific Northwest is beautiful in the summertime. Great league, fun cities to travel to, great weather, fun ballparks. Give me kind of like a taste of what it was like to play professional baseball with the schedule, playing every day, taking long bus rides. Made a lot of good friends on those teams, and a couple big leaguers on my team, Matt Duffy, Matt Boyd. You get to meet guys from all over the country, come together for a couple months in the summertime. All try to get better and push each other, and a lot of good memories looking back on that summer in Corvallis.
Fuel the adrenaline is coming out now.
Yeah, Mitch Hader on the mound.
He was a key piece of our club that season, and he was one of the most talented, if not the most talented position player on the field at that time. And Mitchie, he was going through some early struggles, mostly due to the fact that his lower back was tight and sore all the time. And coming off his freshman season at Cal Poly, he was shy.
Who was your first kiss?
I don't even remember it.
We had a pink bat day, a breast cancer awareness day. Next thing you know, Mitch comes up and hits one out of the park, and he ended up not letting go of that pink bat for a couple of weeks. I mean, I think he went on a tear, maybe 5 or 6 home runs in the next 10 or 12 games, and it was really neat to see kind of that turnaround, and kind of came out of his shell a little bit more.
Yeah, summer ball days, it's hard to get your hands on a good bat, so once you got one, just ride with it. We were blessed to play, OSU and Corvallis, and what a great, little college town that was, and it just prepares you for professional baseball. I think it was such a valuable experience for me to go through in college, and it definitely helped me in the minor leagues.
Jay O'Neill to face the new left-handed arm for the Ridgefield Raptors, Caden Thompson, after the starting pitcher Joseph Hasso goes 47 pitches and gives up 7 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout. Thompson from Lynn Benton Community College, in his 3rd season in the West Coast League, spent a couple of years with Walla Walla in 2023 and 2024. Now here with the Raptors, where he has played in 10 games and pitched 9 2/3 innings. 1-1, O'Neill trying to send that one over the Jersey Mike sub sign out in right field. 1-2. I got my numbers mixed up. I was reading his Lynn Benton stats. 1-2, wave and a miss. Down on strikes is Jay O'Neill. The Pippins send 9 to the plate in the second inning. They lead it by 5, 7-2 going to the 3rd.
Gear up for summer like no other with Legends Cup. From the first whistle to the final goal, it's a 3-month marathon of massive payouts. Kick it with us every Thursday from June to August for a chance to win your share of $275,000. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. The stakes are high, the prizes are huge. Legends Cup, only at Legends Casino Hotel. The pitch is calling. Will you answer?
A couple years ago when I was in high school, I had braces. I didn't wear my retainers or anything, so I came back and I've shown a lot more progress with this time around than last time around. They are very helpful. They show you step by step like what needs to be done so you don't waste your time on treatments. Working with Dr. Christopher, I'd say they are very, very good orthodontists, and I would love for people to come here and enjoy everybody and everybody's personality. It's been great.
Tristan Pulliam gets some help from his offense again after giving up 2 runs at the top of the second inning. The bottom of the second featured 4 runs on 2 hits for Yakima Valley, an error by the Raptors, and 2 runners left on base. And so TP going to try to get through 3 innings again here as his pitch count continues to rise. He's at 61. And then we'll probably see someone like Pippins All-Star Nathaniel Carano come out of the bullpen to try to get as deep into this game as possible. Zach Wattis, Cade Ladahoff, Isaiah Hearn, the 3 due up here in the third. Pipp's offense in the early goings in this homestand has been near unstoppable. First pitch. Where'd this go? I lost it in the sky. It's so high up. Mendoza circling, and he makes the catch on the big league pop-up. I think Mendoza was about the only one who saw where the baseball was. This was so high up, an exit angle of 65 degrees. Wattis really dropped the shoulder and sent this one into the high sky. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the third inning. Good job by Mendoza to track that all the way. Cade Ladahoff struck out looking back in the first inning. He's not wasting any time. First pitch out to Emery Henderson. And on 2 pitches, Tristan Pulliam has 2 outs. That might buy you an extra inning on the hill if Pulliam can get this third out in a couple of pitches here. Have not seen a 3-pitch inning yet this summer. Is Isaiah Hearn going to swing first pitch? No, he's not, but it's a strike from Pulliam. That's one of those unwritten rules if you're an opposing hitter. If a guy gets 2 outs on 2 pitches, take the first one. Pulliam responding well as it's now 0-2. Trying to get the offense right back out there after the Raptors had to spend a long time on defense. Hearn was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. 0-2. Wave and a miss. A 5-pitch frame for Tristan Pulliam to get through 3. Yakima Valley leads it 7-2 to the bottom of the third.
I think we're ready for action. You guys are going to stay on the grass, go around the dirt. Scott T is over on the other side. First one over there wins. You guys ready? Ready to march. Get set, go. And we're off. Oh, a stumble, a wide turn, battling the wind. It is close. Who's gonna make it? Oh! Scott T, who's our winner?
Yeah, we did all win.
I believe it is.
The inflatable dog race here at Yakima County Stadium. The Pippins immediately back out on offense. A 5-pitch inning by Tristan Pulliam to get through 3. The dogs have not yet departed the field. That's what we're waiting on here. They had some trouble getting one of them in the costume. So now Henry DeJesus says, let's play ball. Daichi Furuhata reached on an error to start the second inning. First pitch missing here by Caden Thompson. So let's correct the stats they said at the end of the second inning. This is game number 8 for Thompson with the Raptors. I was reading his Lynn Benton stats. He's pitched in now 14 2/3 innings for Ridgefield, going 2-1 with a save. 10 strikeouts, 8 walks, as he starts off Furuhata here 3-0. It's kind of an odd situation if you're Thompson. You come in, you get 1 out in really quick timing, and then you sit down thinking you have a little bit of a break, and now you're forced to go back out there, and he throws ball 4. Pippins will take it. That was a very quick walk issued by Thompson. Malachi Emery Henderson grounded out on an impressive play over at first by Cade Ladahoff back in the second inning. First pitch strike right at the top of the zone. Maybe Thompson just needed a lefty-lefty matchup to tell him he couldn't throw it high and away. Malachi ropes this one well foul. If it was fair, it was gone. It came off the bat at 100 miles an hour, but this thing is over by the boat track here at the fairgrounds. Oh, 2, slow breaking ball for ball 1. Malachi earned himself a surf and turf dinner last night for hitting the bomb, by the way. Pulls the bat back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. His host family sits right behind the dish pretty much over on the Pippins side. They're in the front row. They've grown very fond of Emery Henderson. They spoiled him last night. Half swing and a miss. No surf and turf yet for Malachi tonight, as he is 0 for 2. That brings up Derek Almeida. Almeida walked back in the second inning. He came around to score during the double by Parker Burt. High and away. Thompson probably lucky that McCluskey is athletic behind the dish there. Otherwise, that would have been a very wild pitch to allow Daichi to move up to second. Ball 2. 2 seasons with the Walla Walla Sweets for Thompson out on the hill. Pitched in 3 innings in 2023, walking 8, striking out 5. Then in 2024, pitched 11 1/3 innings. And he walked 23. He struck out 15. This most recent season at Lynn Benton, he walked 25 and struck out 10 in 9 2/3 innings. If you're the Pippins, you better be taking quite a ways. Like there, ball 4. Walk, strikeout, walk to start the third inning. Now here's A.J. Mendoza. Mendoza Jr. on base and has scored twice today. Hit by a pitch in the first, walked in the second. So officially does not have an at-bat yet tonight. Downstairs, ball 1. McCluskey going to head out and have a chat with Thompson, who has been just as wild as Hasso has been, maybe more so, to start his appearance. Two walks, a strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts for Thompson. So it's been the highest of highs and the lowest of lows right now for the Lynn Benton Roadrunner. He's a native of Richland, Washington, so from the Tri-Cities. He's been able to strike out both lefties he's faced, but he's walked both righties. Interesting splits. Ball one, or rather ball two, as ball one was thrown before the meeting. Some of the crowd here trying to emulate Bluebell Park down at Texas A&M. Mendoza takes a strike, makes it 2-1. That was one of those stances for AJ that was, you're going to either throw a strike or I'm going to watch ball three go by. I have no intention of swinging at that 2-0 pitch. He swings at the 2-1 and grounds it over between the legs of Nakamura and into center field. Daichi turns hard at third. He will score. Runners at the corners. It's 8-2 Yakima Valley. Right between the wickets of Nakamura. Tyson Miller has walked twice tonight. He's joined a large group that have reached in both attempts. Mendoza now on 3 for 3. Miller 2 for 2 and getting on base. Furahata's been on twice. Almeida's been on twice. And Tyson nearly gets plunked on the first pitch. It's an error by Nakamura, the third error of the night for Ridgefield. 1-0, Tyson on the ground, another chance for Nakamura. Going to second base for one. Time is going to be called out there by Kyle Sisk. They're going to say out as A.J. Mendoza, did he not slide? Is that what they're calling? Kyle Sisk immediately threw his hands in the air and called the play dead. Coach Crustangel wondering what happened. There's the call off. What is this about? They're going to say that Miller is out at first. Out at second is Mendoza. Does the run score? Coach Crustangel having a heated discussion with the umpires about what just happened. Umpires probably discussing does the run score. Probably not, because both outs would have been out there on the base pads. It's essentially like a double play. Coach Crustangel calling his offense back out onto the field. Tyson's going to stay put over at first. Watch this again. What is the call out there by Kyle Sisk? Mendoza hadn't made it to a spot where it makes sense to slide. If anything, the shortstop Perazzo is standing in front of second base, which if the MLB rule is in effect here, I don't know. That would have been obstruction. Very confused at the call on the field by Kyle Sisk. Now the umpiring crew is going to ask Chris Cota to come out and get the explanation. Nick Velasquez is trying to come out and take some warm-up hacks. Who's going to be the more frustrated after the results of this play? Chris Cota or Kyle Crustangel? So it appears that the Pippins offense that was out on the field is going to stay. The defense for the Raptors is going to come back onto the field of play. Almeida scores to make it 9-2. Did Mendoza possibly interfere with the ground ball as it went by? There's two outs. Almeida scores out at second on what would, if it is an interference on the ground ball, but by the time our camera cuts, we can't really see it. Now a discussion being had with the Ridgefield coaches. I think everybody's quite confused by this whole situation. Looked like a tailor-made ground ball that could have possibly been a double play opportunity. Now Henry DeJesus is going to call Kyle Sisk back in. Thompson kind of taking some steps around the hill. McCluskey giving a handshake to Nick Velasquez. Certainly the players are just as confused as I think everybody is here in the ballpark. Do we have one more look at it, Shay, possibly, just to try to break this down? All right, let's take a quick look. Ground ball. We don't cut quite as soon as maybe we should have. But now they're going to go back over and have a chat with Kyle Crestangel. I think what threw everything off with this play was Kyle Sisk throwing his hands up and blowing the play dead in the middle of the field. Tyson Miller stands over at first. For now, Derek Almeida has scored. A couple of players having some conversations between the two squads, most notably McCluskey and Velasquez. It's been a few minutes since we have played ball. A couple of players down on their knees to try to preserve some energy. I want to know what the discussion between McCluskey and Velasquez looks pretty cordial behind home plate. Umpires still having that discussion with Coach Crestangel.
Taking a look at everyone's displays and paintings.
Looks like Derek Almeida is going to be asked to come back to third base. Henry DeJesus pointing towards the third base bag and pointing towards the Pippins dugout. And now the discussion still heated between Kyle Sisk and Coach Crestangel. Why would Daichi be coming back to the bag? Hang on a moment. This is confusing me even more now. Daichi had already scored. This should be Derek Almeida. Here he comes. Here comes Almeida. He steals the helmet from Furuhata. Daichi had already scored. He was in no way involved with this play. Now we're good to go, it looks like. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Has to be some sort of interference or a fielder's choice. The play was made at second base. First pitch is ball 1 to Nick Velasquez. I don't get baffled by many things in this sport, but I'm going to have to rewatch that a couple times tonight. Nick hacking there 1-1. It had to have been some sort of interference if they're putting Derek Almeida back at third base, because you wouldn't be allowed to advance the runners. 2 balls and a strike. If there was no interference, then they would have let Almeida just score, as he normally would have on that attempt out to second base. By no means is that the official word in the book right now, but that's my assumption as Nick stings it out to center field for Strutt, who makes the catch to end the inning. The Pips get 1. They've scored in every inning. After 3 complete, it's 8-2 going to the middle frames.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Middle innings are upon us here at Yakima County Stadium, the Orchard, here on Bob Ross Paint Night. Tristan Pulliam is still out there for Yakima Valley after a 5-pitch inning in the top of the third. He's gotten quite a bit of rest. It's 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Raptors. Reagan McCluskey hit the home run to right field back in the second inning. .66 pitches for Pulliam. Number 67 is called a strike. Good news is the Pipps have scored in every inning. The bad news, they could have had a couple more runs had it not been for a little bit of a confusing environment there in the bottom of the third regarding Mendoza Jr. As here's a gapper off the bat of Reagan McCluskey. It's all the way to the wall. Malachi bobbles it on the track. It'll be a stand-up double for Reagan McCluskey. So Reagan McCluskey is halfway to the cycle, a home run and a double. The home run was to the opposite field, the double to the pull side in the left center field gap. Here's Jaden Nakamura, who lined out to Daichi back in the second inning. Looks like Nathaniel Carano has grabbed a baseball in the Pippins bullpen. He'll be the next one into the game whenever Pulliam's night is done. First pitch missing. Raptors scored their 2 runs in the second inning. It was the 2-run bomb by the man at second base, McCluskey. They have 3 hits and 3 errors. Here's another fly ball, this one more manageable for Garcia in center. He comes in, he makes the catch. He falls down, the throw comes in. Is Garcia all right? No advance by McCluskey. Luis says he's okay, must have found a soft spot in the outfield. McCluskey probably could have advanced once he saw Garcia fall down, but he kind of froze. Just a little bit of a soft spot out there in the outfield. One away for Ben Strutt. Strutt drew a walk back in the second inning, one of 3 walks that Pulliam has issued. Six-run lead for Yakima Valley. You'd like to get out of this without giving up that leadoff double. You know, Carano will come in and likely throw strikes. But if you could get Pulliam through 4 and make it a little bit more realistic that Nate could go the next 4 to 5 innings and potentially finish the game, that's a big help. There's a strike, 2-1. Carano has been known to go 4 to 5 innings when he comes into the game. I think that's part of the reason why he was chosen as an all-star, not only for his strikeout numbers and his fastball velocity, but he's able to go deep. 2-2. Strutt disagrees. Pulliam looking for a 4th strikeout tonight. Had 2 of them in the first and struck out Isaiah Hearn in the 3rd inning during that 5-pitch inning. Two and two from Tristan. Breaking ball pounded into the ground. Friendly hop for Almeida. Looks back the runner. The play is made. And there's 2 away. Good glove work at the hot corner for Derek Almeida. Very slow exit velocity, 59 miles an hour for Ben Strutt. Carson Luna will hit with 2 outs and a man in scoring position for Ridgefield. 75 pitches for Pulliam. Likely his final out to get. Strike 1 on the foul ball. Luna today 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first, a walk in the second. Ridgefield sent quite a few up to the plate, but to this point only 2 runs to show for it. They've left 4 runners stranded so far. Good breaking ball for strike 2. Again, Pulliam looking for that 4th strikeout. He had 6 of them in his first appearance of the season against Northwest Star through 3 innings. Here in the 4th, with a man at second looking for strikeout number 4. Still got plenty of room to work with the 1-ball, 2-strike count. McCluskey doubled to lead off the inning. Pippins trying to leave a 5th man stranded for the Raptors. The 1-2. Dotted, strike 3. Pulliam through 4. 4 strikeouts for Tristan, and the Raptors leave a man at second base. 8-2 the score here at Yakima County Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back to the Orchard. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and we've got some very special guests in attendance. The family of our producer-director, Shay Madison, is in the house. Thank you to Shay's parents for gifting him to me. Would not have the success here at Yakima County Stadium without him, and of course Marcos helping him out. They've been a dream team the year and a half I've been here. Hoping to shake the hand of Mr. Madison when we get done with this game. Parker Burt leads it off. He had the bases clearing double back in the 2nd inning. 2 balls and no strikes. Parker enjoying his candidacy for the All-Star game. Ever since the announcement, he's got 3 hits. As here's a towering fly ball out to left field. Hearn going to race towards the line. Still coming on into the Pippins bullpen. It bounces. Parker got underneath that one. Takes a little bit more of a line drive to get it out to left field like that. As Burt will return to the batter's box. Is it Matson? Have I been saying it wrong for a year and a half, Shay? Wow. I apologize. Should have corrected me sooner. Wow, now I feel like a you-know-what. Three balls and a strike here to Parker Burt. Dang. 3-2 here to Parker Burt after the foul ball. Oh, look at that. Some of the artwork from Bob Ross Paint Night tonight. I agree. The Pippins do rock. The winner, by the way, of these miniature portraits gets their artwork turned into a T-shirt for the team store. Ball 4 to Parker Burt. He'll draw the walk. Leadoff man aboard here in the 4th inning for Yakima Valley. Luis Garcia with 2 singles today. And now a move going to be made out of the dugout by Chris Cota of the Ridgefield Raptors. Looks like he's pointed down to the bullpen. The end of the night is near for Thompson. The lefty will depart. We'll get a new arm into the contest here in the 4th. Third pitcher of the night for Ridgefield when we come back. 8-2 Yakima Valley.
My experience at West Coast League was fun. You know, it was a big difference going from California over there to Walla Walla, Washington. And the crowds were actually really good for such a small town. They really showed up for us, and everybody was very welcoming. It was an awesome experience.
How much does speed play a factor in your game here?
Oh, it's a huge factor. Ball in the gap or just even a C&I single. If you get out of the box good, you can even try and stretch to a double sometimes.
Durant hits that hard into the gap.
Here goes Durant. He's blazing around second. Into third. It's a 2-run triple.
Jaron Durant, a triple to the gap in right center.
For me, that summer was about embracing new teammates and embracing new challenges because you're seeing different types of pitchers and really fast-paced, a lot of bunting, some new positions, new skills. Kind of helps with leadership and getting to know guys, and it was a good development for me in a lot more aspects than I expected. That was some of the best coaching staff that I've had. Back then, I was a second baseman. I thought if I just played really good second base, I'd be able to stay there, but they better use me in the outfield, which is awesome. I'm loving it now.
On the defensive side, you've been making some pretty good plays. You've been playing really all over the field now.
Hit coming on Durant, diving ahead, he's got it. What can he do at this point? Wow, changing the game both offensively and defensively, that's huge.
JD's one of my best friends in the organization. He's just such a hard worker. He's super intense on the field, but he's completely different off of it. He's really laid back, relaxed, loves to have fun, brings such a good rapport and demeanor to the clubhouse. There's so many great things to say about him and the way that he goes about his business.
New pitcher into the contest for the Ridgefield Raptors. This is Max Schneider from Loyola Marymount College. Actually, Loyola Marymount University. I should give them the U. It's LMU. Acton, California is where he calls home. 13 2/3 innings for Ridgefield. 5.93 ERA. 24 strikeouts, 10 walks. Opponents hitting 180 against Schneider. First man he faces is Luis Garcia as a breaking ball bends in for strike 1. Thompson came in the 2nd inning. Schneider coming in here in the 4th. 0-2 to Luis Garcia. Parker Burt is Thompson's responsibility over at first base. The Pippins have scored in every inning, trying to keep that trend up. 3 in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. 0-2. Bit too far down. Garcia with 2 hits today, trying to build on that 3-for-4 performance on the Sunday after the 4th down in Bend. Two and 2. Schneider with 9 hits, 9 earned runs with a 5.93 ERA as Garcia tries to pick up the 10th hit against this right-handed hurler. Hard line drive out to left field. Hearn is not going to get there. This ball is on the track. Parker's going to pull into third. Garcia has a double. He's 3 for 3, and the Pippins have 2 in scoring position with nobody out. This ball was hit 100 miles an hour off the bat of Luis Garcia. And now a chance for Jay O'Neill, who is 0 for 2 today, to kind of get off the schneid a little bit. Jay just needs a fly ball deep to the outfield to make this 9-2 Yakima Valley. You know Jay'd love a hit, though. They're going to throw to first. Nobody was at that base. They're going to just make sure that neither of the runners missed first base. Maybe they thought that Luis missed first base. Either way, a little bit of an odd play. Jay sends the first pitch high out to right. Wattis camping. Wattis catching. Parker going to tag. The throw is going to be up the line, and that works out perfectly as Burt is out. A good throw from Wattis. Parker, with catcher's speed, couldn't quite get to the plate in time. Yakima Valley trying to get that sacrifice fly for O'Neill, and unfortunately for Parker, just couldn't quite get out of the way of the tag. So it's a double play for Ridgefield, and now with a man in scoring position, there's 2 outs. Insult to injury for Jay. Not only are you out number 1, but out number 2 happens behind you. Daichi sends this one back up the box. It sneaks through. Garcia charging hard. Here he comes to the plate. The Pippins are going to get the run anyway. 9-2 as Daichi Furuhata picks up his first hit of the evening. Well, you couldn't score Parker from third, so you might as well just score Luis from second. Pipps continue their trend of scoring in every inning. Malachi Emery Henderson hitting with 2 outs here. Wave and a miss. Trying to go out to right field. So the run that would have been charged to Thompson is gunned down at home, but Schneider gives up his first run. Furuhata at first. Malachi does his best Michael Jackson impersonation and gets out of the way, 1-1. 94 on the radar gun for Schneider. He's got some velocity. He better be careful not to leave something over the plate for Malachi, because with that velocity and Malachi's power, that's a deadly combination. The folks out on the interstate might want to watch out if that's the case. 92, foul tipped and caught, 2-2. Those fastballs have been inside to Malachi. Makes it a little bit harder to barrel the ball. Might be able to make contact, but it won't be solid. 2-2, inside out, foul ball. Big shadows cast across the field here at Yakima County Stadium. 2-2 to Emery Henderson. Wave and a miss. Malachi down for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd time he has struck out. And that will retire the side, but the Pippins score again. 9-2 as we head to the 5th.
Gear up for summer like no other with Legends Cup. From the first whistle to the final goal, it's a 3-month marathon of massive payouts. Kick it with us every Thursday from June to August for a chance to win your share of $275,000. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. The stakes are high, the prizes are huge. Legends Cup, only at Legends Casino Hotel. The pitch is calling. Will you answer?
A couple years ago when I was in high school, I had braces. I didn't wear my retainers or anything, so I came back and I've shown a lot more progress with this time around than last time around. They are very helpful. They show you step by step like what needs to be done so you don't waste your time on treatments. Working with Dr. Christopher, I'd say they are very, very good orthodontists, and I would love for people to come here and enjoy everybody and everybody's personality. It's been great.
There is the only All-Star we have not seen in this homestand so far. Nathaniel Carano is into the contest for Yakima Valley. From Whitworth College, Nasty Nate, the only pitcher to be named an All-Star for Yakima Valley, but well-deserved for him. Carano's been used in kind of a bulk relief type of role, as the Honolulu native has pitched extremely efficiently. 30 strikeouts to 6 walks in 20 1/3 innings for Nate. He's 1-0 on the season in 8 games. He has given up 20 hits. He has given up 8 earned runs. A 3.54 ERA is very respectable, though. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the Ridgefield order. Michael Perazzo, JT Summers, and Zach Wattis. Tristan Pulliam exits the game after going 4 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts on 79 pitches. He is not in line for a win, as he only went 4 innings. Nate starting off with the thing Nate does best, 91 right over the plate. He's got a big looping curveball as well that helps keep hitters off balance. Quickly 0-2. That was definitely slower than the fastball. We'll see how well Nate can mix everything up here against the meat of the Ridgefield order. 0-2, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Nathaniel Carano sets down Perazzo on 3 pitches. Perazzo just looks stunned, almost like he didn't know what to look for. JT Summers, a single and a fly out. He's 1 for 2. First pitch right there. Carano doing a great job so far out of the bullpen. Summers fouls that off his body, and it's quickly 0-2. The single was up the middle for Summers, although he would be left stranded at second base. He popped up to the shortstop Mendoza on a ball that almost literally went a mile high on the infield. 0-2 pitch from Nate. A bouncing ball out towards second. Daichi gets the hop. The throw is made. 2 outs on 6 pitches here in the 5th inning. Unfortunately, the immaculate inning is no longer on the table, but you'd still love to see Carano get through a couple more pitches. Try to get through this first inning under 10 if you can. Zach Wattis 0 for 1. He's squaring to bunt. He's going to drop this down for Almeida. Charging hard Almeida. The throw on to first will not get him. A very nifty bunt by Zach Wattis. He gets an infield single, the 4th hit of the game for the Raptors. That's the strategy you got to pay attention to over at third if you're Almeida. He was caught napping just ever so slightly. So Wattis showing off his speed on the infield here ahead of the MLB draft. Cade Ladahoff 0 for 2. Wave and a miss. Nate blew it by him. Carano been up to 92 so far on the summer. Currently sitting between 89 and 91 on the fastball. Check to first. Ladahoff struck out looking in the first. Here's a pounded ball over towards Daichi. The All-Star spins and throws, and that is out number 3. Carano leaves one stranded as we're halfway home here at the Orchard. Bottom of the 5th is next. Pipps lead 9-2.
I was scheduled to go to the West Coast League out of high school, and then the draft happened, so there was a slow process deciding whether to sign or not, and then eventually I didn't. My whole senior year, I was like, oh yeah, summer will be cool. I was nervous for it, but I was also very excited. The group of guys that we had there was special. You know, I was jumping into a new group of kind of older guys. Most of them were a year or two older than me. It was really good for me being like a younger player. They kind of showed me the ropes of what college baseball and summer ball was about, and really helped me through that whole process.
First pitch, McLean, deep center!
I think hitting with bats every day was different. Playing every day that consistent was different for me. Coming from high school, the competition was good. It was a good introduction to Pac-12 baseball. You got guys throwing every day who are top of the rotation guys in college, Friday night guys, Saturday night guys, and get to face that as a senior going into a freshman year was really an advantage for me because it really made me get better and realize I need to get better quick. But it was a lot of fun. You know, everyone in Bellingham welcomed me with open arms, and it was a great first summer ball experience. I couldn't ask for anything more. My host family was so awesome. I mean, the Ayers, I still talk with them like weekly, maybe once every 2 weeks. To form that connection, that relationship that I still have with them and other teammates, I'll remember those for the rest of my life. Bellingham fans, thank you guys for always supporting me. I really appreciate it. You guys made it special for me.
Derek Almeida leads us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Schneider still out on the hill after getting the final 3 outs, or the only 3 outs rather, of the 4th inning. His reliever Thompson gave up a walk. And so it's a little out of order, but Schneider did go the 3 outs, so he has pitched officially 1 inning tonight. 2 balls and no strikes here to Almeida, who has walked twice. He scored the first time but was left stranded at third. That was that runner's interference that was called on Alexander Mendoza Jr. Foul tip, 2-1. The man who was on the hill during that time, Caden Thompson, officially goes an inning and a third. Gives up no hits and 1 run. It was unearned. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts as well. The count 3-1 to Derek Almeida. Ball 4. Almeida's walked 3 times tonight. Here's A.J. Mendoza. Mendoza is officially 0 for 1, reaching on an error back in the 3rd inning before being the out in that interference is what we assume was called. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st. He was walked in the 2nd. Batting here in the 5th. Taking a first pitch just a touch in, 1-0. Runner takes off. The pitch is high. The throw is off the bag. Oh, they got him. Almeida arguing he was never tagged. He's going to lose this argument. Coach Crustangel very disappointed with that result. Let's take a quick look at it. Kyle Sisk is right there on the play, but he saw a tag apparently. Coach Crustangel asking for help from Henry DeJesus. He's not going to be able to get it. So Almeida is caught stealing. 3 balls and no strikes here to A.J. Mendoza. That's a tough way to be out number 1 here in the 5th inning. Looked like the Pippins had slid under that. Free swinging on 3-0. Mendoza sends it now to 3-1. Almost time for the lights to power on here at Yakima County Stadium. Shadows on most of the ballpark. Bounces away. That's ball 4. So walks to start the 5th inning. 1 to Almeida, 1 to Mendoza. And now Tyson Miller, who has walked twice, will be up and hitting. We'll see if Mendoza is testing the arm of McCluskey at all. Try to give another chance out there at second base. First one high and away. It's been a lot of not very competitive misses by these Raptors pitchers to start tonight. 4 walks by Hasso, 3 walks by Thompson, now 2 here by Schneider. 2 balls and no strikes. Miller reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning. That was part of the interference play that Mendoza was called out on. There he goes. The pitch is high and away. The throw is not in time. Time granted as Mendoza is in there safely. So the Pippins do test the arm of McCluskey again. Man in scoring position, only 1 out. Miller takes a 3-0 high for ball 4. So 3 straight walks to start this inning. Here comes Nick Velasquez. I don't know why I just put these pieces of the puzzle together just now, but the Pippins have 3 straight lefties to start the order for the first time, I think, this season. Might be the second. There was one night where it was all lefties for the first 6. It was against Bend back on June 18th. 24 pitches for Schneider. Although I might be off. I got a little distracted. Looks like 26 is the pitch count. Coach Crustangel having a conversation with Kyle Sisk as the Raptors meet on the hill. Right-handed action up and moving for Ridgefield. Declan Francis has grabbed a baseball. And so departing back towards the dugout, Raptors. Nick Velasquez with 2 men on has a chance here to really put the cherry on this one. You don't want to say that too early here in the 5th inning, but the Pippins have scored in every inning. They continue to do so here, and it makes it very hard to come back if you're Ridgefield. Breaking ball to Nick. That's one he might want back. It was middle. Just about as close as it can be to middle anyway, from the I strike zone. That's not even me looking over at TrackMan. Another breaking ball. This one misses in. Velasquez today 1 for 3, an RBI single that drove home 2 in the first. Strikeout in the second, fly out in the third. Wave and a miss at 93. Velasquez couldn't come up with it. Let's see if he can run the barrel into one of these hard fastballs from Schneider with 2 strikes. Lights slowly power on here at the Orchard. Sun setting over off towards our west. 1-2, the breaking ball drops below Nick's barrel, and there are 2 away. Another chance for Parker Burt here. Burt had a bases clearing double back in the second inning. Pitch 31 for Schneider. It's a breaking ball high and in. Mendoza is at second. Miller is at first. There were 3 walks in the inning to go along with a strikeout by Schneider. Derek Almeida was caught stealing out at second base. Parker nearly leaned into that one. It's 2-0. Nathaniel Carano is through an inning of work. He's got 6, 7, and 8 due up in the 6th. Parker taking all the way, watches a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Certainly an electric arm for Schneider. It appears he just hasn't been able to control it as well as he's wanted to in the last couple outings. Late swing by Parker. Panch almost got his feet taken out from under him. That baseball wanted to stay in play. 2-2 to Burt. Schneider's season high in walks in a game is 4. That came way back on June 4th. He's got 3 of them so far tonight. 2-2, Burt out to right field. Wattis going back towards the short porch, makes the catch. Parker robbed of an opposite field ding-dong, and we are done with the 5th. Pippins failed to score for the first time tonight. We go to the 6th. Yakima Valley leads by 7.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Here's a look at the upcoming schedule for the Yakima Valley Pippins tonight and tomorrow against the Ridgefield Raptors, Mount St. Helens Revenge Night, and First Responders Night tomorrow. And then over the weekend, the Pippins proper head down to Walla Walla for the first time. They'll have 2 different series in Walla Walla. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the first. Pippins All-Stars will be at home for Yakima Bears Throwback Night on Friday, and then on Saturday, Native American Heritage Night. And then on Wednesday the 15th, it is the WCL All-Star Game up in Victoria, British Columbia. You can watch our 4 All-Stars at 6:35 p.m. Pippins return home with a non-league contest against the CCL Showcase team, as this ball is going to be foul. Not by much, but it is in fact foul off the bat of Isaiah Hearn. Hearn today, 0 for 1, a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Isaiah normally wears number 36, but here in the Grays, he is wearing number 27. Must have left the 36 at home. Carano ahead 0-1. That's a rare miss from Nathaniel. Ballboy retrieves the loose pearl. Good work. One nice breaking ball from Carano. 1-2. Nate tonight 1 strikeout. Set multiple season highs in strikeouts during this summer. 1-2, shot foul. Against the Bend Elks on the 18th of June, Carano went 4 2/3 innings, striking out 7. Then the next appearance, about a week later on the 26th against Kelowna, he went 4 2/3 innings and struck out 8. Only 2 walks combined in those 2 appearances as well. 1-2, rope down the line. This is foul, though. And so Hearn has seen both foul lines. Carano going to try to finish him. Struck out Perazzo, the first batter he saw in the 5th inning. Here in the top of the 6th. The 1-2 pitch. Drops the bottom right out of it. Wave and a miss by Isaiah Hearn. His 2nd time he's struck out tonight. 1 away here in the 6th. Now to bring up Reagan McCluskey. McCluskey, 2 for 2 today. A bright spot in the Raptors order right now. 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. A double to lead off the 4th inning, but he was left stranded. First pitch strike from Carano. So McCluskey, halfway to the cycle, looking for some help from his teammates. He's got half of the Raptors' hits tonight. Wave and a miss, couldn't catch up to 93. Nate's starting to feel comfortable. The other 2 hits for Ridgefield are a single by J.T. Summers in the 1st and a bunt single by Zach Wattis in the 5th. Carano shakes off. What's he go with here? 0-2 with a man down. Fastball high and tight. Another one at 93. So Carano has settled in now. Did not touch 93 in that 1st inning of work. Hopefully that bodes well the rest of the outing for Nate. One, 2, another nasty breaking ball from Nasty Nate. 3 strikeouts on the evening. There's 2 away here in the 6th. Brings up Jaden Nakamura. 0 for 2, a line drive out and a fly out. Carano nibbles the outer edge, 0-1. More right-handed action up in the Raptors bullpen. We'll see if Schneider comes in for his second, or rather third inning of work. Couldn't quite get that one. 1-1. Looks like it's Declan Francis again. One ball and one strike. Foul ball into the netting. And now Carano a strike away from getting the side on strikes. What can the all-star Nathaniel Carano dial up here? Change-up downstairs. Haven't seen very many off-speed pitches from Nate. It's usually been fastball or breaking ball, but never in between. Not to say he hasn't mixed in the breaking ball this season, but tonight, that's one of the few breaking balls I think I've seen. Or off-speeds. You know what I mean. You're supposed to read my mind, remember? Couldn't get the outer edge with a breaking ball. Count runs full. Longer at bat here to Jaden Nakamura. Payoff pitch from Nate. High and away, ball 4. Fourth walk of the night for Pippins pitching. First one issued by Nate. Now to bring up Ben Strutt, the center fielder, the number 9 hitter. Strutt drew a walk back in the second inning, and then he grounded out in the fourth inning to Derek Almeida. Nate misses downstairs, another changeup. There's strike 1. When in doubt, go back to the fastball. More times than not, Carano going to be able to locate that pitch. Nakamura, a short lead at first. 1-2. Nate's got 3 strikeouts tonight. Ben Strutt has a walk. Carano looking for punching number 4. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Nasty Nate strikes out the side. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Pippins lead at 9-2 behind some strong pitching by Nathaniel Carano.
Alrighty, guys, we have got Pam tonight with us. She is going to start with our Joker card, and we are going to split this deck for $75 a hand. There we go. Sweet. Alrighty, let's take our first card, Pam. Alright, it is a 2, folks. I think we want higher is the call. Let's see what it is, Pam. A king, all right, $75. You want to keep going?
Walk out, take it and walk on. Take it and leave.
Lower is the call. All righty, a 7, there's $150. We're calling it there, $150, and for you guys stay up and, give it up, guys.
Taking the money and keep the excitement going after the final out this evening. Legends Casino features your favorite slots, table games, and big-time promotions. Celebrate the game with a little extra fun tonight at Legends. Declan Francis in the third rotation for the Raptors.
The Raptors dig back into their bullpen and pull out Declan Francis from originally Linfield and Lane College. Was at Linfield in 2024, then Lane at 2025, and is committed to LSU Shreveport. That's a baseball school within itself. Second season with the Ridgefield Raptors. This will be game number 5 for him in 2026. 9 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts to 1 walk. He's got 2 saves and a 1-0 record. He'll face Luis Garcia first, who is 3 for 3 tonight. Schneider goes 35 pitches. And so the Raptors using their 4th arm, 3rd out of the bullpen. The hope here is probably that Declan Francis can extend a little bit and get through 2 to 3 innings. Garcia singles in the first and second, a double in the fourth as he shoots one down the right field line, foul. Pippins have scored in every inning but the 5th. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. More than 2 hours into the ball game as we are 10 minutes out from 9 o'clock here in the Palm Springs of Washington. One, two, and excuse me, foul swing for Luis Garcia. Saw that one coming in, probably could have laid off, but it might have been strike 3, so Luis just said, what the heck, I'll pull the bat on it. Stays alive at 1 and 2. Luis pokes this one over towards second. Nakamura gonna snow cone it, and Luis is retired for the first time tonight.
Someone said he is the real deal. We say he's number 7, Jay O'Neal.
Slow exit velocity for Luis Garcia, 56 off the bat. Probably not as hard hit as Luis would have wanted that one. Jay O'Neal's 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play. He struck out and he flew out. On that fly out, the Pippins attempted to bring home Parker Burt to try to give Jay a sacrifice fly, but Parker was thrown out at home. There's a strike, 1-1. Declan Francis at Linfield College pitched 24 2/3 innings with a 4.38 ERA. At Lane College, 41 innings, a 2.41 ERA. So the numbers saw an increase as he went from Division III to JUCO. Usually you see it the other way around, but sometimes guys commit to a higher level than maybe they were ready for. It all works out in the end, though, as he's headed to LSU Shreveport come the fall. Did he go around? No. Kyle Sisk over in the A position behind first base. Not in the best spot to see that check swing by Jay O'Neal.
Let's hear those things.
Crowd here trying to get behind Jay O'Neal in a 2-2 count. Jay, a hard hit ball over to first. Ladahoff knocks it down. The covering Francis will record the out. That's a textbook play for any young first baseman out there on how to keep the ball on the infield. You know you have plenty of time being the first baseman, and you've got to trust that your pitcher is going to cover the base. Knock it down, use your body if you have to, and that's how the Pippins are out number 2 here in the 6th. Ladahoff's played at a very impressive first base today. Daichi Furuhata, been on base all 3 times, had an RBI single back in the 4th inning. Daichi also reached on an error back in the second. He walked in the third. He scored both times. 2 balls and no strikes. Decent crowd has hung around as it's become extremely comfortable here at Yakima County Stadium. The warm temperatures have given way to a very pleasant evening. 3 balls and no strikes. It's 84 degrees with a slight breeze coming from the northwest at 8 miles an hour. That red flag warning is also about to expire. It's got about an hour left on it. 3-1. Daichi sees a strike. Oh no! You guys have to guess at what oh no was. Could be anything. Daichi pushed that one foul. That'd be a fun game. You have to chime into the broadcast and figure out what the broadcaster says without any context. Counts run full here to Daichi. The payoff is swung on and missed. The Raptors toss their first 1-2-3 frame on defense as the Pippins are set down in order. Late innings are up next, top of the 7th here at the Orchard.
Gear up for summer like no other with Legends Cup. From the first whistle to the final goal, it's a 3-month marathon of massive payouts. Kick it with us every Thursday from June to August for a chance to win your share of $275,000. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. The stakes are high, the prizes are huge. Legends Cup, only at Legends Casino Hotel. The pitch is calling. Will you answer?
A couple years ago when I was in high school, I had braces. I didn't wear my retainers or anything, so I came back and I've shown a lot more progress with this time around than last time around. They are very helpful. They show you step by step like what needs to be done so you don't waste your time on treatments. Working with Dr. Christopher, I'd say they are very, very good orthodontists, and I would love for people to come here and enjoy everybody and everybody's personality. It's been great.
Our next broadcast of Yakima Valley Pippins baseball will be tomorrow, July 9th. It's a Thursday. Pre-game coverage will begin at about 6:20 p.m. The game will begin at 6:35. Raptors and Pippins, game 3 right now. If the score holds, the Pippins will be going for a sweep. Nathaniel Carano out for his 3rd inning of work. He has struck out 4. He has walked 1. He has allowed 1 hit as well. 29 pitches. Nate's sitting fairly comfortable to try to get the final 9 outs in this game. You know, with his previous appearance numbers being 4 2/3 and 4 2/3, that the Pippins are likely looking for Nate to finish this game. If he runs into trouble, they're probably going to get somebody up, but if Carano can be around the strike zone like he is to start his appearance, it's going to bode well. And then that means that you'll have used 2 bullpen arms yesterday and 1 today. As here's a ground ball out towards Almeida. A couple of hops, and Derek will get out number 1. That was Carson Luna, the leadoff man, that grounded out. That'll bring up Michael Perazzo, the 2-hole hitter. But if Carano can finish this game, and we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if Carano can finish this game, you'll have used 3 bullpen arms over the course of 2 games after an off day, going into a 4-game stretch against Ridgefield for 1, and then a dangerous Walla Walla Sweets team for 3. Then you get an extended break minus your 4 All-Stars, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Ground ball back towards the mound. Daichi going to have to circle. Throw on the run. Stellar out number 2. JT Summers, the designated hitter, 1 for 3. And at this point in the season, as you see, Carano just about got a piece of that. That's probably better he didn't, because then it came to Daichi cleanly. Here's a fly ball out to center field. Should be a quick inning for Carano. Garcia makes the catch. So after the Raptors toss their first 1-2-3 frame, the Pippins defense gets theirs. 7th inning stretch time here at the Orchard. Enjoy Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We'll be right back.
Drew is going to warm up his vocal cords, and hopefully these kids know the words to take me out to the ball game. If not, they're always on the base. You ready, Rob? Good job, guys. Round of applause for Pippins Family Singers one more time. Beautiful work. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Ralphie, and the Magic Organ. You guys know what time it is?
Yeah.
We're not done stretching. We stretch your legs, now we need to stretch our arms.
Malachi Emery Henderson to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pippins getting the stretch underway and over with, as now Emery Henderson, who's 0 for 3, steps in. Still Declan Francis out on the hill. Francis pitched a 1-2-3 frame in the 6th. So both pitchers have sort of settled in here. One ball and 1 strike. Folks here doing the YMCA. Kind of become the post take me out to the ball game tradition here at the Orchard. 1-2 now. Some folks still on their feet even trying to stretch out. It's been a little bit more of a lagging ball game as we've reached 9 o'clock here in Yakima, Washington. But the good news behind that is that the Pippins have put up 9 runs on only 6 hits. Could be the other way around. That's not as much fun. Two and two here to Emery Henderson. Wave and a miss. Could not catch up with that breaking ball, and it's his 3rd strikeout tonight. Twenty pitches, actually 21 for Declan Francis. Derek Almeida has walked 3 times tonight. His batting average has not changed. Ball 1. Very slight infield pull is the shift for Almeida as he skies this one out of play to make it 1-1. Derek probably itching to get a hit, but being on base 3 times, you'll take that. Especially with the top of the order coming up next. Foul back 1-2. Nathaniel Carano has set down all but 2 of the batters he's faced. He's got 6 outs left to complete a 5-inning win. Got to get there first, but the way Carano is pitching, it's more than likely that that's what's going to happen. Watch out. Derek almost took that one on the dome. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Almeida sends it out of play. Well, the way the homestand's going, you should definitely join us tomorrow. First Responders Night, Mount St. Helens Revenge Night. There's words that the mountain will get its revenge in a less disastrous way. We don't want what happened in 1980 to happen tomorrow. But come out, show the first responders some love. And then if you're not joining us down in Walla Walla for the weekend series, you can hang out here at the ballpark the 10th and the 11th for Yakima Bears Throwback Night. That should be a fun one. Three-two. Almeida's going to walk for the 4th time. Well, that helps out his on-base percentage. Top of the order, A.J. Mendoza up. So yeah, you've got Bears Throwback Night on Friday, also Alzheimer's Awareness Night, and then Native American Heritage Night is on Saturday for the 3rd and final Pipps All-Stars, the community team that they put together here when Yakima Valley Pippins proper is on the road. And then that's the last action until Thursday after the All-Star game. The All-Star game taking place in Victoria, British Columbia, a week from tonight, 6:35 p.m. Pippins will have 4 All-Stars on that roster. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then the next day, Yakima Valley will host a non-league contest with the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team before resuming league play with a 3-game set against the Portland Pickles. Slow roller out towards third. Luna going to go to second base for the first out. On to first. Not in time. And so Mendoza beats it out at first base. Hot dog time. Been delivered the brat. So Mendoza on the fielder's choice. Derek Almeida is out 5-4. Well, that's a 5-time on-base night if you're A.J. Mendoza. None of them hits, though. One and one now to Tyson. Mendoza has stolen a base tonight. That came back in the 5th inning. Tyson unable to pull the trigger. So now the Pipps down to their final strike here in the 7th. guess that's a debate. Is a hot dog, are all brats, or are all hot dogs brats? Brats hot dogs? You could do that same question with squares. Tyson stings this to center field. Struck going to come in. He's going to make the catch, losing his lid. And the 7th inning is over here at Yakima County Stadium. Pippins leave one on base, and we go to the 8th. It's a 7-run contest.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Nathaniel Carano back out onto the hill to face Zach Wattis, Cade Ladahoff, and Isaiah Hearn. Top of the 8th inning here at Yakima County Stadium. Pipps trying to win 3 straight dating back to Sunday. First pitch strike by Nate. Pipps have gone on a couple of short streaks this summer. That's strike 2. Pippins won their first 2 games and then lost to Walla Walla, lost 2 in that stretch. Then won the back half of the Springfield series, the final 2 games, before coming home and taking down the Marion Berries. So the Pippins have had a 3-game winning streak this season, but they haven't had one since that second weekend of the year. Breaking ball just got a piece. They had a fairly long losing streak in that stretch. The 4 straight with dropping 3 to Wenatchee and 1 to Kelowna is the longest losing streak of the summer for Yakima Valley. So riding the highs and lows right now. Right now the Pippins on a high. 1-2, called strike 3. That is filthy from Nate Carano. That's 9 strikeouts tonight for the Pippins staff. We're 1 strikeout away from a BOGO deal if you go to Jersey Mike's. So you could have free tacos tonight. You could have a free sandwich from Jersey Mike's tonight. All you got to do is come to the ballpark. The Pippins will provide for you. Nearly hit Cade Ladahoff. The odds of getting the 10th strikeout tonight are fairly high. I would say that over the next 5 outs, Carano should get that 10th strikeout. So, if you want free food and you want to watch baseball, you've got about 11 chances left here at the Orchard, pippinstickets.com. Pulled foul. Watch out in the bullpen. All right, we're a strike away from the BOGO deal. Now the crowd's into it. for a BOGO sandwich. No. Still a 2-strike count. Pippins have enjoyed a 7-run lead for the last 3 innings. Ladahoff wanted to swing at that, but he laid off as Parker Burt came tumbling into the batter's box. Folks out in right field would love to hang that 10th K. Here it comes. It's out of play.
We will not be denied our BOGO Jersey Mikes.
Carano looking for strikeout number 6 tonight. Fly ball down the right field line. This is out of play. Been a lot of foul balls in this count. I'm really enjoying all these chants related to Jersey Mikes. Can we get the BOGO sandwich? Yes, we can. 6 strikeouts on the night for Carano. That's 10 for the staff, and there's 2 away here in the 8th. I think Carano can't help but smile a little bit underneath that cap. Maybe just internally, but that BOGO deal, I think, applies to the players, too, if they want to walk out and grab a coupon. That's all it is. It's a coupon. Good to see Nate extremely nasty again tonight. There's a strike. Now the quest for 11 has started for the staff. Carano's season high in strikeouts is 8. Just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Here's a looper out to left. Malachi coming in. He makes the catch. Another clean inning toss by Nathaniel Carano. To the bottom of the 8th, Pippins last licks to try to re-extend the lead by even more. They lead by 7. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Yakima County Stadium. Press box getting in on the softy ball throw. Going to have to ice the arm tonight after that. Trying to get those all the way down to the fans over by the bases. Pippins have 3 outs to try to extend the lead even farther. Good chance to do it. You got Nick Velasquez, Parker Burt, Luis Garcia. Nick today 1 for 4. Parker today is 1 for 3. Garcia is 3 for 4. Two balls, no strikes. And the Pippins runs tonight only coming on 6 hits. That's abnormal. Usually Yakima Valley is around the 10 hit mark by this point in the night. Nick saws a real fastball into the seating area. That one would hurt if you caught it, but ends up as a souvenir. There is an arm up and throwing in the Pippins bullpen as Nick waves and misses. This is likely just a bullpen for the arm to keep loose. If you're Keithan Vaquera, the new addition for Yakima Valley, I believe he is expected to make a start over the weekend. 2-2, Nick stays alive. So for Vaquera down there in the bullpen, coming from the Bend Elks, somebody that actually pitched against the Pippins earlier on in this season, now joining Yakima Valley here in the second half of the season. Velasquez watches high, and the count will run full. Nick struck out in the second and in the fifth, once looking, once swinging. He has a payoff pitch coming from Declan Francis. Wave and a miss. Parker Burt next. Parker had a big hit back in the second inning. Bases clearing double that helped the Pippins reclaim the momentum. Ridgefield had just scored 2 runs on a home run with nobody out. And so Parker getting that big 2-out double really helped everybody breathe a sigh of relief and say, we're going to be all right. First pitch strike to Parker. Inside out swing, that's a fair ball. Parker didn't realize it, neither did Wattis. This rattles around near the short porch, and Parker's just going to get a single out of it. He throws his hands up at Panch and says, I couldn't see that ball, fair or foul. So a 2-hit night for Parker Burt. This was not fair by much, but it was certainly fair. Parker thought he had lifted the ball. Here he comes. Kind of a broken play there. First pitch, Garcia the opposite way. Garcia lands in front of the short porch. Parker Burt held up at third. It's another double for Luis. That's 4 hits on the night for Garcia. 2 singles and now 2 doubles. Luis is on a heater right now. Jay O'Neill up to hit with 2 in scoring position and only 1 out. Jay's 0 for 4 today. Let's see if he can snap that. Out of play foul. This game approaching the 3-hour mark. We started at 6:34. It's 9:22. Pipps had an early close last night. 2 hours and 48 minutes was the game time. We were done right now, actually, last night. The end of the game took place at 9:23 was when the final out was recorded. Just a little bit later tonight, but as long as the Pippins hang on to this 7-run lead, I think everybody will be all right. O'Neal out of play, foul. So the count 1-2. For Ridgefield in the 9th, they will have 7, 8, and 9 due up. Nathaniel Carano continues to soft toss over on the warning track, staying loose. 1-2, Jay got a piece. Daichi proving why he's an all-star, tracking down the loose ball as well. He does it all. Seattle U's got a good one coming in. One, two on the ground. RBI opportunity. Nakamura just going to go on to first, and the Pippins have plated 10. Four-three ground out for O'Neal. He is out number 2. But he does get the RBI as Parker Burt comes home to score. Last chance for the Pippins to add on, as they've done so already. Daichi Furuhata has been on base 3 times. Error, walk, single. He struck out back in the 6th. First one to Daichi is taken for strike 1. Garcia moved up to 3rd on the ground ball. Luis definitely a candidate for the post game. 4 for 5. Heck yeah. Daichi out to play foul, and the Pippins down to their final strike. Again for Ridgefield, it'll be Reagan McCluskey, Jaden Nakamura, and Ben Strutt. 7, 8, and 9 due up in their order. The Raptors in danger of falling to 0-5 to start the second half. 0-2 on the ground. Luna up with it. The third baseman across the diamond, and that play is made. To the 9th inning we go. Pippins lead it 10-2. Nathaniel Carano looking for 3 more outs.
It's wild. I mean, it's crazy. It's still hard to believe that I have that ring. I'm not sure exactly how it came about, but I had the opportunity to go up and play in Kelowna. It was really fortunate. We had a really good group of guys up there, and it's a beautiful place. I mean, we really appreciate everybody who came out and watched us play and supported us, and made that summer really special for all of us out there. It's just an awesome city you guys live in. It was an absolute blast playing in the West Coast League. It was a very different experience for me. I really hadn't been away from home that long. It was my first college summer league team. Most guys leave and they really are focused on the innings, getting more work in, developing a pitch. For me, it was just kind of having an opportunity to face some different hitters, and it was definitely more of a step into a professional style of play. You're playing a lot more. It's just not weekend sets. I got to put a lot of innings in my mind. I was out of the bullpen a little bit, so that was new to me. It was just a really good opportunity for me to refine all my stuff going into my sophomore year. Out of high school, I thought I was going to be a position player. If you would have told me, 10 years later, I would be, pitching and being at this stage, I would have been a little surprised. I was very fortunate to get drafted. I ended up here in Houston. It's been an awesome ride here the last 3 years. It's still hard to believe that I have that ring. It's wild. I mean, it's crazy. The things that happened during those games last year are just unforgettable.
The thing about Phil is that, he's the same every day. I mean, you can't tell if he's going good or if he's going bad. That's what makes him a quality reliever. And the fact that, his highs aren't that high and his lows aren't that low. Enjoy Phil. I think I bought him some corn one day, and I wanted to know his opinion because from where he's from, he's a corn expert.
There's a look at Yakima Ave, the Larson Building here in Yakima, Washington, lit up tonight. Not in all Pippins colors, but there are some greens there. Also some blues as the Pippins wear their sky blues. 3 outs away from winning the series against the Raptors. First pitch is sent out to play foul. Reagan McCluskey, the catcher. Then Jaden Nakamura and Ben Strutt. Carano has retired the last 7 he has faced. 3 of them via the strikeout. Looper out towards left. Malachi ranging over. Malachi lays out. He cannot come up with it. This bounces against the wall on the warning track. It'll be a leadoff double here in the 9th inning for Reagan McCluskey, his 3rd hit of the night. A near web gem for Emery Henderson, as he just could not come up with the ball. Time to reset Jaden Nakamura. Nakamura today 0 for 2. He also drew a walk. Well, barring a double play, the top of the order will come up for a 5th time for Ridgefield. You've got an 8-run lead, so you feel pretty confident. Wave and a miss at 93. Wyatt Robinson is slowly making his way out to the bullpen just in case for the Pippins. That was a very late swing. No balls and 2 strikes. Do a couple of the players have the jackets on? Has it really gotten that cool down on the field? Oh, 2. Chopper over towards Almeida. Gets the friendly hop. Nobody's covering third. There's out number 1. The throw on to third. And Mendoza helps get out number 2. Take another look. Here's 5 on the way to 3. And then 3 back on the way to 6. Ben Strutt, the last batter that Carano hopes to see. First pitch fouled straight back, 0-1. Crowd here at the Orchard is on their feet. Pippins trying to get their first 3-game winning streak since the early parts of this season. They've put together back-to-back wins multiple times since then, but never 3 in a row. Oh, and 2. Ben Strutt today is 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground out, walk. Carano with 6 strikeouts. Number 7, and the ball game is over. Nathaniel Carano shines. The Pippins all-star pitcher picks up the win as Yakima Valley wins the series against the South first half champs 10-2. 9:31 is the time of the last out. The game took just short of 3 hours to complete. And Yakima Valley on top. 10 runs on only 8 hits and no errors. The Raptors 2 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. The win will go to Nathaniel Carano, who pitched the final 5 innings after Pulliam went 4, giving up 2 runs. The loss is going to go to Joseph Yasso of the Ridgefield Raptors. He falls to 0-2. The Pippins will be going for a sweep tomorrow. They've won 3 straight dating back to Sunday in Bend. And we've got a couple of guys to talk to down on the field. A stellar night for Luis Garcia. He was 4 for 5. Of course, Nathaniel Carano getting the job done. Should be a fun one tomorrow. The first half champs are in danger of dropping to 0-6, and the Pippins look to dethrone Ridgefield here at their home yard. Until that time, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off tonight, saying stay safe, have a wonderful rest of the night, and for the entire crew here at Yakima Valley Pippins, we've so enjoyed having you tune in to the broadcast. Final score again in this one, Yakima Valley 10, Ridgefield 2. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:35. Until that time, roll Pips. Have a great night, everybody.